So here we are, 1 year later, after Mr. Satoru Iwata has died. Uh, Still sucks. I still feel it, honestly. To lose such a important guy in the gaming industry. In my tribute video, I listed all of his, not all of it, but a lot of his accomplishments. Some of the major things he's done for gaming. But even outside of gaming, he was just like a cool person. Everyone that's seen or talked to him says he's just like a super friendly guy. Always had a smile on his face. Was always trying to better himself and the company, even though whether or not you actually agree with his steps, it's whatever. I feel like he was doing what he thought was the best or the right direction, the right choices for the company. And you could, even if you didn't know him, you could just tell like the guy, he was a great dude. Like he got, personally for me, he gets a level of respect like most people will never get. When after the Wii U started tanking and then Nintendo's figures like dropped significantly, all that nonsense was going on, and they were like basically losing a lot off the Wii U. Instead, what most companies would have done, what we've seen most companies do when they're in that situation, they just start cutting benefits, cutting off employees. We're doing massive layoffs to make up for the losses. But Satoru Iwata was like, nah, fam, we ain't doing that. He said, this is my fault. I'm personally responsible for this. I'm gonna cut my pay. He took a 50% cut in his own paycheck, and like you never see that nowadays. I don't know if you've heard of other people doing that, other companies doing it. Please let me know. But I know that was unheard of, and there's so much respect for that move, that man. Because I've been in a work environment where, uh, you know, people not so much get let go, but people leave because their contract ended or whatever, and it sucks to have those coworkers that you've been hanging out with, your buddies with, and then they're not there anymore. Like it does bring down morale. So I definitely feel like he made the right move from like a business standpoint and just from like a moral standpoint. I mean that's one of the that's one of the things where like even if you don't know the guy, you've never heard of him, you hear that story and you're just like that's you got so much respect for that man. Like you can just tell he has a big heart and that's a good person. So that's who we lost in the gaming industry. That's who the world lost. You know, just from a multi-billion-dollar company like Nintendo or just any company in general. That's a pretty damn good move. And then of course, his all the stuff he did, all the games he's worked on, the things he made happen that would not have happened otherwise. You know, it sucks. It sucks to have lost him. And just he had a vibrant personality from all the Nintendo Directs. And he loved doing it. This is something he did like in his own time. Well, it was his way of like reaching out to us, like letting us know. He created the Nintendo Directs, and then he had the Iwata Asks. The Iwata Asks is what he did in his own time for fun. Like he just loved gaming. It's not like some of these other people where they're the head of a video game company. No, he loved gaming. It was always great to see the Nintendo, even if the Direct itself didn't have much news or it wasn't that great. They were all still entertaining in their own way. To have Iwata on there, maybe there was a skit, and like it's funny how the Nintendo Directs kind of became a meme with the Iwata directly to you, and instead of trying to change it or like instead of just trying to like brush it off or pretend it never happened, he owned up to it. He's like, this is great. I love this, and then he just kept doing it, and then it had to have been intentional after like the first two. He's just a great guy. He's definitely able to, he loved video games. He was a great person. He's able to poke fun of himself, have a good laugh. Just this dude that was full of full of life, quite honestly. So yeah, 1 year later, and like I said, still sucks. I still think about it from time to time. I still have a picture of one of the Iwata quotes hanging up in my apartment. And Pokemon Go just came out, and it's very sad that Iwata is not here to see the release of Pokemon Go because Pokemon Go, maybe not from a gameplay standpoint, is everything he wanted, but overall, it's accomplishing everything he wanted Nintendo to accomplish as far as just like bringing massive amounts of people together. People not really into like maybe video games and just bringing people together. Everyone just having a really good time. You know, being social and involved with games at the same time, and just like I don't know. I get the feeling Pokemon Go is like almost the exact vision he had for the future of Nintendo. He's like, this is what I want Nintendo to be about. This is what Nintendo is about, bringing people together like this, and everyone just having a blast. Pokemon Go is the embodiment of one of personally my favorite Iwata quote, where video games are just meant to be one thing: it's fun for everyone. Thank you, Mr. Iwata. Still remember. This is Power Talking. Out.